What's going on, guys? My name is Fat Bento, and welcome back to a second episode of Jinx Juggernaut. Actually, we're going to be changing the name on episode 2. It's going to be a Jinx speedrun, technically. However, we're gonna talk a little bit more about how that's gonna change with the announcements from the 23rd, which is the yesterday, that as I'm recording this. So yeah, that'll be fun. We'll get into that in just a minute. But just a reminder that next episode is going to be live commentary. I'm actually going to record it right after I'm done recording this voiceover. And the goal of this series is to get every champion Juggernaut to Platinum. That is going to be something a bit different. We're going to actually probably delay that based on an announcement. So we're just gonna get right into that right now. I don't think I'm going to finish Jinx to Juggernaut before the beta ends, because I think that it was better worth my time to try and get as high a rank as possible instead of playing Juggernaut, because the game enters early access on October 7th. And that means I can do any new account, any Riot account will be able to play the game. And at that point, I think is the best time to start this little series. Probably do like a reboot in a sense, where I can do it with any champion I want. And I think that is probably going to be what I do. So the episode after this is probably going to be me playing my main team, not Juggernaut, and just trying to speed run myself to either Platinum, or I was thinking maybe even Master, because the way you'll see my sets go, I'm not like this is in silver, and they're not like, it's not terrible. I'm not bad, but I'm winning, and I'm winning pretty good. It takes about 3 games for me to go up a division. I haven't played any more, and they did say they made some changes to the matchmaker. So this may not still be the case, but if that's the case, I'm only a few games off of the goal of Platinum. So we might bump it up to Diamond. I'm just gonna see if how we're cooking with this new series, like the actual like speed run. We'll speed run maybe like Diamond or something. We'll make Diamond the new soft goal before beta ends. But if I get further, then that's gonna be awesome. And I will not be mad at that. Unfortunately, with this announcement, there's still nothing about console, and that's really upsetting. Like, it's really getting to the point where console players are being like left out, and it's not cool. Like, I understand there's a different set of challenges that come with making the game on console, but both alphas were on it, so I don't truly understand why it hasn't been on console for beta, and it won't be in early access on console either. I just don't know. I understand that it's different and it's difficult and it's hard to do something for 3 separate platforms. But I mean, a lot of these companies like can do crossplay and make it work really well on all 3. Like Arxis has done it. Epic Games has done it. Epic Games is probably like the first example I can think about in my head. Like Activision does it. There's plenty of other developers that have done it, and like I just think Riot has the ability to do it pretty easily, and I'm sure they're just running into some very specific bug that nobody has been able to like figure out or something, and that's what's holding it back. Like it's just something that's I don't know, something so weird that they're like, I don't even know how to begin to fix this. So that's probably why it's taken so long to come to console. But I digress. I mean, I'm not well, okay, I am a computer scientist. I understand that bugs happen, and like sometimes you just don't know what the heck where to even start. But it's been months at this point. Like they have to have some idea of when console's coming. And it's probably 1.0. Like at this point it has to be 1.0. But it's I hope it's sooner, because October 7th is season 0. Like they are basically it's soft launch pretty much. And it's not hard launch because, you know, like I said, no console, but it's basically launch. And like I will feel really bad if console players don't get any of the, you know, season 0 stuff, or unless they extend it. Like because so they announced they're doing about 5 seasons a year, with each season having a new champion, a new battle pass, and stuff like that. If that's the case, then that means a new season every 2.5 months ish. So that's not bad. Like honestly, I would like it a little bit quicker. Like maybe at least the champions. I would like champions a little bit quicker. The season length seems actually pretty fine to me. But I do think, especially with how light the roster is right now, I think they could maybe do with putting some more champions in the game quicker if they can. I know it's tough, but I'm also fairly certain they have stuff cooking in the background that, like, they probably have 20 champions ish in the background is what I would guess. 20 total, like, so 10 more. They probably have at least 2 years worth of champions planned out to a degree. So I hope that they'll be able to, you know, maybe speed that up somehow. I do like the cadence of 5 a year, though, because it is better than the traditional. It's like, okay, you get 4 a season with all these other modern fighting games. And, like, it's like months and months and months in between. So that's like, yeah, in that sense, Riot's doing great. Like, that's awesome. But I do hope that console gets to experience season 0, because they also said we're getting the new champion with season 0 on the 7th, and it's only 2 weeks away from the day I'm recording this. So that's like, yeah, I just think, I think the console, it's like getting a little ridiculous at this point. But I know, I just have faith in Riot. I know they're doing this for a reason, and like I kind of wish they would just tell us why, to some degree. Where it's like, oh yeah, we have this one bug that we just can't figure out, or something. Because that, like, at this point, it feels like we just need some more communication on it. And I know there's Draggles, and Draggles has been like posting stuff on Twitter and stuff. But I personally have deleted Twitter off my phone, and I barely use it anyway. So I'm like barely seeing all the stuff. I just see what I see from the Reddit, for better or worse. So I don't know. I hope that they give some more console communication soon, because I really think that's what's holding the game back at this moment, is no console release at this point. Because I mean, they, for all the flaws of the game, like, you know, the kind of delayed launch, the only 10 champions, the game's great. Like, the game feels good to play. And I know Riot is in it for the long haul, especially with some of the other announcements that they made during the 23rd announcement video. Like I know Riot's in it for the long haul, and you can see that. But like at the same time, it's tough. Like, you got to generate that hype, and the hype from the game it's definitely not where it was when it was announced in like 2019, 2018, somewhere in there. Whenever they showed the new art style and things like that, the hype's not there anymore. But I do think the game's going to succeed, just not as big as like a, you know, a Street Fighter 6 or anything, because League of Legends has a broad audience, like a very broad audience, but and with Arcane of sense, excuse me, with Arcane especially, that audience has grown a ton. But yeah, I don't know. I just think there's the hypest parts of the cycle might have passed, and but I'm still gonna play the game. The game's awesome. I absolutely love this game, and it's so fun to play. I truthfully just haven't been playing it because I haven't had time to record. Like, there's some other things that are out that I've been playing and enjoying too that I'm not recording. But like the only thing that's holding me back is I'm like, I don't really want to record right now. So that's why I don't know. That's why I'm most excited for early access, I think. Because I'll be able to like play the game and not really like have to focus on content. I'm like, I didn't really have to focus on content anyway. I just wanted to because I really enjoy it. I want to make content for this game. So that's, not that's my own fault. It's like the limitation I'm putting on myself. I could just play the game more, but it's just how my mind works in this. So anyway, yeah, with the game going into early access, I plan on doing basically a speed run for every champion to that certain rank. I haven't figured it out. Diamond feels like it's probably going to be right, like, but it might just be how quickly can I get or whatever rank I get to by the end of the beta. That might be what the goal is, just so I can, I feel like I have the level of competence of my like main team, which is Jinx Blitzcrank. And I do think my Jinx is better than my Blitzcrank, obviously. From this little mini series that I guess this is ending up being. But I also think like my Jinx should still use a ton of work. And I'm definitely not perfect. Like like I said in the last video, my combos they're not optimal at all. And they're not something I'm like super proud of. I'm just consistent with one bread and butter, and it's kind of carrying me. At least in these games that you're watching right now, they kind of just carried me with that bread and butter. But I have found a second bread and butter that I really like. In my last video, I mentioned that I don't go into the fireworks super that often, and it's my own fault because I was literally watching a random set on Twitch or something, I think, and I was doing like the beginning part where it's like a medium heavy, down heavy into jump, medium, jump heavy, and then like down jump heavy into the falling like hold charge heavy. The one that I used for like the monkey oki setup. And it's so obvious in hindsight. Like I can just rocket jump when they're on the ground for the oki setup into the fireworks. Like I just feel so dumb. Like I'm like, yeah, of course that works, you dummy. Like I'm a little annoyed how like I didn't think about it. And I've definitely like seen the combo before. Like it's not like it's something absolutely new, but I was just like annoyed that I was like, oh duh, like yeah, that makes perfect sense. But anyway, I am pretty confident that I will be able to get probably like diamond by the end of the beta, or high emerald, low diamond. I think is like definitely reasonable. Especially because I ended up, at the end of this, you'll see where I end up, but I'm playing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like maybe 5 sets or something, and I'm doing pretty well and I'm gaining a lot more than I'm losing, which is good. And I think, Riot's always notorious had like that hidden MMR and having stuff going on behind the scenes that make the game like the game knows where you want to be, and I do think they did place you a little bit lower so you could feel that like rank grind. I know like Diaphone and Leffen and a couple other people were like, or actually, who was it? Gekken. He said that the ranked grind was like too easy. He wished it was harder. And so did Maximilian dude. Because, Max was like, I should not be like a 250 player in this game. Like the game has not clicked for me like that. I'm like, oh, okay. So the matchmaking there's definitely something going on in the background. And that's like totally fine, I do think it's the right way to do it. But at the same time, it feels good to get those wins and get that fast LP. But I guess RP in this game. Sorry, I'm a league head. Like that does feel good, but like they said, I do think it might need to be adjusted a little bit. And they did say, Tom tweeted out that they made some adjustments to the matchmaking. I don't know if it's necessarily to this part of the matchmaking, because he was more concerned with the it was in a response to Diaphone, I want to say, with like how quickly you get into matches as at a higher rank, or with when you're duoing with like a lower level person. I think that might be more what he was referring to in that tweet, because I know, or maybe it wasn't even Diaphone. I think it was Gekken again. One of them was referring to duoing and how interesting the duo matchmaking is. I still haven't played duos yet. Honestly, none of my friends really want to play the game. I am going to force like one or two of them just to give it a shot. But yeah, it's cool, been very interesting, and I do think what Riot's doing, like promoting the duos, is really cool. But I just right now, especially with like how my schedule is, I work night shift and all my friends work day, so it's hard for me to play with them anyway. And when we do play, we're like, okay, we're gonna stick to the couple games we've been playing for a while, at least right now. There's a chance in the future that we try this, because the game is free to play. It's like, all right, just give it a shot. But one of them is console only, and the other one is playing more on his console now than he ever has. So, I do think for them at least, I won't be playing with them until console release. And that's like, a little more reason why I'm like, hey guys, what's going on with console? So yeah, I do think it's interesting, and I know it's like a tough thing for Riot to balance, but I know they can do it. And it's like, yeah, I understand like that's part of why matchmaking, or why things are interesting and why closed beta needed to happen. Because I mean, closed beta lasted a month, and that's pretty dang quick. Like, I thought it'd be quick. I was fairly certain it was going to be quick, but I didn't think it was going to be only a month. I thought maybe we were going to get closed beta through October. Maybe November is like early access, and then full 1.0 by December. And I do still think 1.0 in December is what's going to happen. My new theory is another month of open beta, which is basically what early access is open beta. But it has all the monetization and stuff. So I expect season 0 to probably honestly last till like the end of the year, because they did say it's like, the first season. So like maybe like right before Christmas they'll be like, okay, it's 1.0, for the holidays and stuff. Maybe get some monetization going, like get a quick cash grab from new skins and stuff. But I do think it's going to be before the end of the year, or very early 2026 will be full 1.0 season 1. And I think that's like fine. I just wish they would like just tell us. I do think they're trying to make 1.0 still 2025. But now with the season 0, I don't know. I think they're probably still just figuring it out. They're like, okay, we have scenario 1, everything goes well. Launch is like I said, like mid to late December with season 1. And then it lasts in, a little bit longer than the 2.5 months that a season is going to last. But I think they are not saying anything because they're preparing for the worst, where they're like, oh, well, things are going to go wrong. We need to push back season 1 to, like mid-January or something. Because that's about when League has their seasons start in January. They might just want to try and line it up. Where like, okay, Worlds is like November-ish. And then they have preseason. At least traditionally, I have not played League in probably like a year. Like, actually, I know the last time I played League was like probably February. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my gold. I'm like a flat low emerald player in League. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my rank and get to gold, and that's it. Like, I played the first season of this year. I've not touched it since. I got my gold, and I was like, all right. So I don't know how League's new season, because they're doing like 3 seasons a year at this point or something. Like, it's weird. So they might try and line it up with like a League reset. I guess season 2026 for League. 2026.1, I think, is how they're doing it now. So they might be trying to line it up with that. But honestly, I don't know. Whatever direction they go in, I mean, I think it's fine. They're doing well. 5 champs a year is pretty good. I just hope in the future it'll be a little bit closer. And I'm curious. I wonder how their battle pass is gonna work. They've done a lot of stuff. Like, I think it was Leffen I was watching review the patch, and he's like, yeah, the game feels like a little too free. Like they might need to force some stuff, because, champs are only 10k credits. 10k credits is a week if you're not buying anything else, of just doing dailies. Like, it's not dailies and weeklies. It's not terrible. Like, I agree. Like, the game feels a little too free, and they might need to make some adjustments to that. So I don't know. We'll see on October 7th. Because it is going to be a full featured version. They said monetization will be intact and things like that, with the battle pass and things. So I am curious. I think I will buy at least the first battle pass, because I do need some skins, bro. Like, I enjoy my red Jinx, my red chroma Jinx, but I need some skins. I have Neon Strike Vi, and I like it. I just don't. I don't love the redesign. Like, I get it. I just don't love the redesign for 2xKO. It looks good, but I think it's a little too yellow. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's a little too saturated. But I'm curious if we're gonna get like the pool party skins, even though it's like fall at this point, or like what other skins are coming back. Because honestly, I own almost all the Jinx skins in League of Legends proper. Like, I own everything except for that stupid freaking gacha skin. And I spent like I was like, okay, I'm gonna spend like $80, $100 and see if I get it. I didn't get it. So, like, I think I'm gonna own all the Jinx skins in this game too on my main account. Just because she's my favorite champion ever. Love her. So I'm curious to see what skins they're going to bring. Like, I don't know. I do think, like, I legitimately think if they are like, okay, if they ever need money, they just need like pool party Ari. Like, the pool party skins will make them their money back. So that's why I think they might just have it on release and not do it super themed. But I don't know. At the same time, it would make sense to do it like, I don't know. They might have like a Halloween collection for this game, or they just do like a one base like skin for everybody, like a Neon Strike Vi, Bladesong Yasuo, Dynasty Ari, and then like, it's not Fragpunk. It's called like, gosh, I don't remember. Whatever the Jinx one that they have. They might end up doing that. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's very exciting. But, anyway, while I was yapping, we hit gold. We are gold 1. It's awesome. I'm very happy. It was very quick. Like I said, there's like You know, I played like 3 to 5 sets, actually like 5 or 6. And, you know, I just gained way more than I lost. And that's very interesting. But anyway, I love the game. I'm very excited. Excited for the future. Excited for October 7th, where I can play a little rat guy for your enjoyment. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you want to see more 2xKO content, go ahead and hit subscribe. I've been Fat Bento, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.